So thank you so much for watching whatever the fuck this is. I didn't even know what else to do honestly than just read myself. This is more or less what you're seeing now, why I'm not doing a lot of dialogue. And honestly, I have to say I integrate with this format a lot better than I used to with the old one. The old one kind of felt a little forced. I myself am a little introverted, so it gets very easy for me to keep people entertained with my voice, so I decided to rather let my creative side shine. I decided to employ more of a presentational format without spoken words, so that, you know, people can actually see things rather than just hear me talk, because I don't exactly have a voice that entertains. It's quite a boring voice actually. But to get a little bit into specifics, I really enjoyed this mod of the CLK LM. The CLK GTR definitely made an impact on me as a child. I remember when I used to play the old Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. Not the one from 2010, but the very old one. And that one did have this car in it. And not only that one, but Midnight Club 3 did as well. This is a car that really made an impact on me. I remember how stoked I was to see this car always. And honestly, this experience kind of brought me back to that. In fact, I did also test a road version of this in Assetto Corsa, and I have to say, it brings back so many good memories. This particular mod was very, very high quality, and in fact, it gets quite difficult to find anything decent for Assetto Corsa. I usually just ask my associate, aka Google Gemini, for any help with that. I just prompt it to find me some very good, high quality mods. Also, this track you're seeing here is literally the Forza Motorsport 7 ripped version of Le Mans, because there is another version that you can technically get for Corsa, but the problem with that version is just, it sucks. The track feels like a rink. You get no grip on it. The physics of the track are so bad that it's just not raceable. Which is why I went for this one instead. This, I think, comes from the Reboot team, if I'm not mistaken. And they have a lot of cool projects, including the Dragon Trail, so the Gran Turismo track that the game says is in Croatia, but actually it's just a fantasy track. I am kind of looking into maybe making a couple of these videos with Gran Turismo tracks, with some of the fantasy tracks like Trial Mountain, or maybe Deep Forest, or might as well do Dragon Trail since I mentioned it. So other than that, I always have ideas. But you guys are more than welcome to leave me some if you have any in the comment section. Don't forget to hit that like button, don't forget to subscribe. I have a couple of ideas already planned, 2 more of them to be exact. This was kind of an L, well, I lost the race, but I have to once again say without way trying to give an idea that I'm coping myself to the loss. Well, I am more or less, but it is what it is at this point. Haters gonna hate. The car was really good, I just feel like I didn't quite max it out properly. And of course, the Assetto Corsa AI is always amazing. It's just strong like that. Thank you again for watching, and don't forget to spread the word, to subscribe, to like and stuff. And stay tuned for more. Until then, take care.